Okay. Good morning. Happy Sunday. I wonder if you know exactly how important your story is. Most of us don't. Most of us think, well, I'm just this unimportant person who cares about my story. Let me tell you a little bit about my story and why this is important for you, why it's so important that you grab your story, you learn how to tell it to yourself before you even tell it to anybody else, and why that is so important for your self-confidence, why that is so important for you, because it helps you to, this is going to sound weird, recognize yourself. We need to recognize ourselves. We really do. So here's the deal. My story is that I grew up in a middle-class household and still managed in my late 50s to go homeless. I lost all of my money. I spent it on not even on frivolous things. I was pursuing a dream. I was pursuing something that I felt I was supposed to do, and I still feel that I'm supposed to do. I had to learn a lot about the difference between what I want to do and where I am in my life currently and the steps I have to take to get to align and to get there. But I didn't know that then. That doesn't make me stupid. It just makes me naive. So that part of my story, I think, is really super important because I really like to bust taboos in terms of what we talk about. So I like to talk about the fact that I was homeless because I don't look like a homeless person, whatever that's supposed to look like, because honestly, you know a lot more people who've been homeless than you think. You really do. It's the same kind of thing as it used to be, like maybe 20 years ago, when it was like, more gay people than you think you do. It's exactly the same thing, because homelessness is not a death sentence. Okay, so this is my story. It's fascinating to people because they get to stand apart from that terrifying thing and see, oh, wow, how did you come out of that? How are you? What's happening here? Like, this totally challenges my conceptions about certain things in life. And that's why story is important. Now, why is it important for you to know your story? It's important because if you say to yourself, well, I went through that, but anybody would go through that. You are completely discounting the courage it took for you to do whatever it was that you did, whether it was sit by the bedside of a dying relative, been there, or it was going to a job that you hated because you didn't know what else to do to bring in money. So while you figured it out, you had to go to the job you hated. Been there. Or if it is, you pick an example of something that you've had to do. Pick yourself up out of homelessness. Been there. Okay? You have got to understand that your story is critical, not only for your self-worth, your sense of who you are, in all of your bestness. But you know what happens after that? After you know what is best for you, when you know what is best about you, is that you then get to share that, and that energy and that story uplifts others, just like this may have uplifted you. Isn't that a wonderful thing? Yes, it is a wonderful thing. So we have one of the experts that we have on the summit, the free summit that I'm offering that starts June 15th, the Outrageous Courageous Confidence Summit. Her name is Melanie Wood. She's a Scottish woman living in Australia, and she teaches all about how to find your voice, how to find your passion, how to then express it from a place of here first. Like, oh my gosh, I am worthy of this respect. I am worthy of some recognition within myself. Excuse me. And that then she can help you get it out there so that all together we can change the world, which is what I'm trying to do with this summit, is I bring to you more than 25 experts who have all different ways of looking at things, who've done all different kinds of courageous things, whether it was breaking out of a traditional upbringing, to climbing mountains, to helping people in corporate America totally change their viewpoint. You name it, we've got it. We've got healers, you really need to come to the summit and share it with your friends, because what I've learned from these people is just insanely growthful, fulfilling, shifting, calming. And to be calmed in a time like this, especially in the US where I live, is priceless. And I'm offering it to you for free. So let's do it. Let's do it. Get onto the website. It's just a little tiny login page, okay? But then what you get on the back end of that is a private Facebook group. We've got already a couple of the experts in there who are going to chime in. We're creating community. We're creating a place that's safe to discuss certain thoughts and to share what we're doing to move forward in our little incremental steps of courage. Because courage is not leaping buildings in a single bound. Although there can be moments like that for sure. But we've got to stop putting ourselves to that huge test and let ourselves take one next step, a small next step. So come and register at courageousconfidencesummit.com. I'll put that in the comments for you or somewhere so you can find it and click on it. Really want to have you there, because my mission is to help you feel your core, the place that you can keep your feet in changing times, and so that you can bring your particular flavor of you-ness to the world. We need everybody, all hands on deck, bringing the best of who they are, doing exactly what they do. That seemed a little Richard Nixon, didn't it? Sorry. All the best to you. See you soon.